Elecciones en Denver. Conoce a los candidatos en 8 minutos. Un espacio producido por El Comercio de Colorado.
Siéntese usted mismo.
My name is Trinidad Rodríguez, and I was born and raised in West Denver by a hardworking single mom. We hit speed bumps along the way, but Denver helped us through those times. And so I wanted to pay it forward. So when I started my career 25 years ago, I started serving in the community at the same time. In financing projects as a banker, my financing, and I helped secure financing for and funding for affordable housing communities and schools and hospitals and clinics. And that really sets me apart from the rest of the candidates. Denver's in some tough times again itself right now, and I'm going to keep fighting for Denver, just like I have been for the last 25 years, to build my vision, which is a city where every Denverite, regardless of the neighborhood they're in, can go on and achieve their version of success, whether it's the West Side with a single mom like me or a place with more advantage.
¿Cuál es el problema más urgente que hay en Denver en este momento?
The pressing issue in Denver is affordability and the high rising costs of living in Denver. Affordability is really made up of two parts of an equation. One is the incomes and the other is the expenses of living here. And my first step with expenses is in my plan is to deliver more diverse housing and more supply faster, accelerate that delivery. And my plan for helping to lift incomes is for the first time, create a structural relationship between the city of Denver and Denver Public Schools so that Denver can fight for our kids to receive the education and achievement they need to go on and have success in employment and in school.
¿Cómo resolver el problema de las personas sin hogar en Denver?
Yeah, my main idea centers on starting with declaring an emergency on people living and dying unhoused on our streets and creating a new high-quality pathway for treatment for mental health and substance use disorders, which are not getting helped. People with these disorders are not getting helped nearly enough. And this may involve bringing people into treatment voluntarily or involuntarily. And lastly, I pledge to move my office to this field treatment center as long as anyone is receiving treatment.
¿Cómo cree usted que se debe combatir el problema de la criminalidad en Denver?
Well, the first step in my plan is to rebuild our ranks of our officers. They're far too small for a city of our size. There were the same number of officers today as our city had in 1997. Yet our city has grown by 50% since then. Those numbers don't work for a safe city. We can't do investigations, nor can we really build out the full opportunity of specialized teams that like STAR and investigations units that we really need to prosecute crimes most effectively. And it's personal for me because we experienced that violence when I was growing up, but we can turn this around.
El distrito escolar de Denver tiene graves problemas y uno es el decrecimiento del número de estudiantes. ¿Qué consejo le daría usted a la Junta Escolar del DPS?
I will tell them when I take office that we need to build a structural relationship with the school district in our city. our kids are falling behind in their education, and that has to be the predominant and focus of our school board. And we also need our city to coordinate much more with our school district, because families look to the school district and the school buildings for so much more supports, whether it's lunches or breakfasts, even throughout the year, or school-based health clinics and other resources. And so this is the right thing to do. Our city and our school district have been growing together, and we need to make it really work by creating this relationship.
Imagine que es un sábado en la tarde y usted nos va a llevar a conocer uno de esos lugares secretos en Denver que le recuerdan a su niñez. ¿A dónde nos llevaría?
From my childhood, that would be, there is the Platte River bike path when it meets the Lakewood Gulch that flows from the west. And there's that little confluence there has been restored into grasslands, and it feels very natural. And there are bike paths and places to walk, and you have a great view of the mountains. It's really a wonderful place in our city. It's a place to be honored.
Mejores burritos en Denver.
The best burritos in Denver. For me, it's La Pasadita. It's right there at the intersection of Park Avenue and Clarkson Street. And it feels like being in a big city in Mexico, like Mexico City or Guadalajara, where the pasaditas are always on that, bustling intersection with so much energy and such delicious food.
¿Qué le gusta en la pasadita?
Oh, sorry. The stuffed sopapilla, stuffed sopapilla. It is delicious. One of the best in the city.
Déjenos un mensaje final.
We can't bring in a leader that's like so many others out there and expect different results. We need to do something different this time in Denver. This is a really important election, and I'm out here challenging our assumptions, saying what needs to be said, asking the questions that need to be asked, and I'm asking you to join our team to build this city where every Denverite, regardless of the neighborhood they're in, can go on to achieve their version of success.